You're listening to international investment advisor Doug Goldstein on the Goldstein on Gelt show, the financial show where we'll talk about how you can make the most of your money. With all the confusing financial chatter bombarding you each and every day, Goldstein on Gelt will give you the practical information you want and need about living a financially stable life. Here's your host, money maven Doug Goldstein.
Okay, welcome back. We are talking with Eyal Girhish, who is a market trader and a fundamental analyst, and he's the head of a program called START, which teaches economic, accounting, banking, stock market, and Forex. And we've invited him here today to talk a little bit about what he does and to teach us about what the program is. So first of all, Eyal, welcome very much to the Goldstein on Gelt show.
Thank you very much.
And maybe you could start by just telling us what does START do and why did you name it START?
Okay, START is giving financial education to all levels of all ages, starting about 15 years old. And you ask me why 15? Is because when they're 15, they are starting to ask questions such as what is interest, inflation, and subprime, Forex, etc. The teenagers asking questions that their parents don't have answer to because they don't know it. And no one told them either. Mm-hmm. So they always hear it on TV, on radio, and read it from the newspaper, and ask. And you know what, Doug? They don't understand a word of that, and won't understand unless they study for a degree in economic or accounting. And if he or she want to be a doctor, or a lawyer, or an actor, they won't understand unless they will take course. But till then, it's something about 30 years old, that they don't have any clue about financial education, because in Israel we have the army. Okay, teenagers going to the army, they're 21. After they want to do a trip, and after that they are doing the degree. And finally, they find themselves 30 years old with no financial education, and that's a serious problem. And so I name it START because economic is a vague subject that people would rather not get into it till they are 16. When they start to ask questions about their pension. so I say start when you are 15, not 60.
Start when you're young, I see. Do you also teach about pensions as well?
Yes, we teach everything, all the subject. And
you start only with young people, or do you also have courses for people who who didn't get started when they were young and need to learn a little bit now they're in their 30s?
The course is maintained also young people and adult people. So you can find yourself sitting near to 15 years old, and you will talk the same level, because you don't know what is inflation, and the young boy don't know either what is inflation.
Where are the courses offered?
There is education. It's in Rehovot and Ashdod. And it's in a certain centers.
I see. Can you tell us what the course looks like? Are there field trips, guest speakers?
Yes, the course program contains economy and banking and stock exchange, and it's 30 meetings. Okay, once in a week, 3 hours each time.
How long does the course run for?
For 30 meetings, one in a week, 3 hours each time.
Okay.
With a break, of course. And we start from economic till we get to the end of the course. We have all the tools to pick a stock and to make a decision if it is good for investment or not.
I see. We are talking with Eyal Girhish, who is the head of START. Eyal is a market trader and fundamental analyst, and START is a program which teaches kids about accounting and banking and the stock market and Forex. So my next question would be, it's so important for people to understand how to handle their money, and even for myself as a financial planner, I've met many clients who really don't understand what goes on. Why is it that this isn't taught in schools?
hmm In the school, they learn a bookkeeping, not economy, unless they are in a department of economy. But it's not common in a regular school. This is common in a private school, as far as I know, and I don't know about other programs that run in schools.
But in
for
private
economic
schools,
or forex.
in private schools in Israel, it's taught, or
Yes, in Israel. In other country, I really don't know. I think it's the same.
in the course, do you teach more about trading or financial planning, or both? Is it talking about saving and budgeting? What are some of the topics that are specifically covered?
It's more like both. The goal is to have a financial education that trading and financial planning is a part of it. We teach almost all the subjects, but there is a lot of homework to do.
Mm-hmm. I got you. So they have to practice what they do, and then they do actual online trading.
Yes. Finally, at the end of the course, they could pick a stock and to analyze and to see if it's good for invest or if it's bad.
I see. And is this are they learning about technical analysis or fundamental? And maybe before you answer that question, could you also define for our listeners what the difference is between technical and fundamental analysis?
Yes, of course. The technical analysis is ability to see if the stock or every kind of investment object is the right investment by technical analysis, as like there is like how do you say it? Wow.
You can say it in Hebrew. We'll translate.
Yes, like Fibonacci and a lot of certain
charting. In other words, you look at right.
A lot of certain tablets that we learn in typical moments on the graph.
Mm-hmm. So you look at graphs and charts and in technical analysis.
Graph and you can see by statistics things how to if this stock is good for you for investment or not good for you. And the fundamental is it's more about economy. It's more about how to analyze company's balance. Okay, and then you will look about this company if she was something, if they have benefits and or any kind of new things that they are going to go out to the market, as like the new iPhone. Okay, so it's very typical that the company who made iPhone
mm-hmm.
is going to worth more money at the next quarter.
Okay, right, because that's a fundamental question, meaning that they've come out with a new product as opposed to technical having to do with how the stock is actually trading that you would look at on a chart. I gotcha. So when people finish this 13-week course called START, what do they walk out with a certificate? Do they walk out with knowledge? What are they?
All the students get enrichment in almost all the subjects that can help them in their investment decision, and in stock market or other channel on the future, and so they can rule their own portfolio investment. And know and understand all the subjects that are relevant.
I see. And is the class given in English or Hebrew?
In Hebrew.
Fabulous. Okay, we are talking now with Eyal Girhish, who is the head of START, which is a program which teaches economics and accounting and banking and stock market and Forex, right? These are all very, very important topics for young people to learn as they begin to enter the work world, as well as for people who are in the work world who never really had a chance. Certainly it's important for people to have a greater grasp of how the world of economics works. Otherwise they are simply going to be at the whim of a banker or an investment advisor and won't be able to answer simple questions for themselves, like whether they should buy one investment or the other. Anyhow, Eyal, it sounds like quite a course. Could you just let us know, is there a website that people could go to learn a little bit more?
My website is right now over construction, but it's start.org.il.
So what's the whole website? Oh, start.org.il?
Yes.
And it's currently under construction, but I guess people can check back in. So listen, I would like to once again thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us here today.
Thank you.
It sounds like you're doing a very important job.
Thank you very much.
All right, take care now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Goldstein on Gelt show with money maven Doug Goldstein. Doug's weekly radio show is heard around the world, but if you miss it, you can download the podcast at www.goldsteinongelt.com. The Goldstein on Gelt show gives you up-to-date financial ideas so you can get on the path to financial freedom. If you'd like your questions answered on the air or off, send Doug an email to doug@profile-financial.com. It's your money for your future, so join Doug every week to build your wealth on the Goldstein on Gelt show.